No, it's like that bad movie that the M. Night Shyamalan had some kind of part in that I don't remember what of. I don't remember if it was inspired by him or directed by him. You know the one where the devil's in the elevator with you? Oh, everybody. We have reached the part of the game where things suck hard. The hardest thing you could find? That's what this game is sucking right now. It's shoving her deep in its mouth. So, this is... well, actually... last chapter is kind of that. Last chapter is more like a... bad design. Well, both bad designs, really. Last one's more like a... it's different, okay? Oh, just... first of all, that shirt is worn by Miss Lady. Also, I just remembered I labeled the footage, the videos. That's no big deal. I wrote it as chapter 10, but it's actually chapter 11. Don't tell anybody.
Looks like the asylum's the only building left untouched. How can that be?
The last chapter, the big mistakes were that they decided to throw a bunch of stuff at you. You got way too actiony to the point of you run out of ammo so bad. This is more the same, only less bosses and more enemies. Also, I kind of dumbed around with this key. Yeah, so I kind of sped it up a little. I do like what I'm doing here with speeding these up some. With parts. There we go. Didn't waste too many bullets on that, just the one. And of course I missed it, so I have to wait for it to go all the way around. This whole segment was like 3 minutes. We even got to the first shot if it was going at full speed. But I quite like that. Finally came into my own with this game, editing-wise, sorta. But alas, all meh things must come to an end. Well, eventually. We still have actually a lot of this game left to go. And of course, my controller broke a couple days ago, so it's kind of not going anymore. Black Hair Curse is reference to, I think, Grudge or Ju-On in the Japans, but also to the Spider Lady in the game, in this game, the game. White Fog. No idea what in this game means. It's probably just a Silent Hill reference. Good games, well, until America started getting their groovy little hands in there. Freaking one stupid guy saying, "Oh, people don't want the bad combat that would be similar to how a normal person would act in the situation. No, they want action heroes." Stupid Americans wanting action heroes in all their games. So we are given a little bit of a treat here. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's really good. Happens in like a minute. Always loot the areas as much ammo as you can. Ammo as you can. This beauty. In very Resident Evil fashion, you get a Magnum. Of course, the damage multiplier is 100%, which tells you nothing about how powerful it actually is. Figures, huh? There's just a bunch of tiny changes that would have made the game way better. Like, why? Why are weapons in percentages? Like, oh, the shotgun does 100% damage when you first get it, and so does the handgun, and so does the Magnum. But you upgrade their damage. Doesn't make any sense. Like, how much more damage is the shotgun doing than the handgun? Oh, well, about 100 and about 30%, there's 60% more damage. What does that even mean? Unlike M4, where it was just a bunch of numbers, which worked awesome. Because people who play these games, people like me who are like, oh yeah, the original Resident Evil stuff. Yeah, I love it. Playing it, they expect a certain, understanding of things. I don't know if that thing can kill you if you run fast enough. Probably. You should try that sometime. I don't know. Probably not. Once you do the LP, I'm kind of done with this game. Now, this is a free medkit. Awesome. I don't remember how many I have. Probably a couple. It seems to be an old, like, little flea market of sorts. Back alley peddler of some sort. I wonder how much porn's on that that computer. Here we're introduced to a new sort of type of an enemy. A new variety of the classic enemy. The tank on its back explodes after a couple seconds. So, of course, after you dance around it, shoot the tank twice, or 3 times, however many times it needed to go, poof, and then it runs at you, and then hugs you, and then it explodes, and you get hurt. So, there's no point to it, really. Also, might as well. You need to go. I mean, you see a glowing object there, you're gonna have to go over there. You may as well just destroy the enemy there, because they're probably gonna come at you later. And here's nice. That crit bonus on the handgun is like the first thing you need to get up. It's so if you can hit. All right, that and accuracy alongside of each other, because accuracy is really good. But the accuracy bonus is fantastic. Or it is. And the crit. Is that the guy I shot? So, melee in this game is actually, like, completely worthless. Come to think of it, after I beat the game, probably could have sneaked to kill that one guy I just killed. This guy looks like a Crimson Head, almost, with his clothes all tattered like that. After I defeat the game, and if I haven't already, I might play it a little longer on the other mode, of course, just to, upgrade everything. This probably wouldn't take more than a couple chapters worth. I don't think I'd be getting even more XP or gel then, but even a double would be great. It should be amazing if every New Game Plus adds 1 stack to the gel consumption. Like, your first playthrough. Nice. Playthrough 1. Like, New Game playthrough, you get 1 times the amount of normal gel. New Game Plus, twice the amount of gel. Making it easier to upgrade the stuff, because stuff will be really expensive. But if you have New Game Plus, we just carry everything over from the new game, if it would give you 3 times the normal gel amount. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Although, probably by your way through the 3rd playthrough, you won't have a use for the gel. Because eventually, if you buy everything up, like, I haven't, even on my New Game Plus mode, I haven't upgraded my melee yet. I may have put 1 or 2 points in it just for the lulz, but there's gonna be some guys coming at you at this part, by the way. Bit of a combat part, of course, but I'm losing my thought, losing our minds. New Game Plus. Yes? Yeah, by the time, that was a bad mistake. He just falls down, he just ragdolls, it's hilarious. So yeah, there's guys with guns now. It's absolutely, and I think disgusting is the word I want to use for this. How this game that starts out with stealth and promising horror atmosphere in the 2nd chapter and then the super optional areas and a boss in the like the third, fourth chapter. No, the fourth chapter. And then this big like Resident Evil 4 village thing in the third chapter. The first third of the game is fantastic. I will say that just outright. Second third of the game, okay, kinda losing it. Third of the game, garbage. Just straight up garbage. It loses everything. But yeah, melee is pretty much going to be the last thing you upgrade. Because as you get later in the game, the enemies are so tough, and they take so many hits, and they're just the melee. You need to keep the upgrade, like you need to get it maxed super quickly in order to do anything, even to the. Ooh, that was a terrible miss. Even to the beginner dudes. So, but oh, look at this boy band thing. So even once you get it fully upgraded, by the time you do, it won't be that useful. It will be almost entirely useless. It will be as effective as it would be in the beginning. I mean, you could upgrade your melee in the beginning to give you a little easier there to save ammo, but ammo is plentiful enough, considering how little ammo capacity you have. You can, and plus you could use that gel for much more important upgrades like ammo capacity and accuracy and crit. Go up first here, by the way, some ammo. So that strategy I just did. Flash bolts only cost 2 parts to make, and it's actually really useful. I think you can upgrade this duration of their stun, which is fantastic. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm trying to remember what the bolts. The ice bolt, I think, only increases radius. I don't remember. But yeah, you can do that if there's like 3 or 4 guys, and then you can just go around and pseudo stealth them. Quotations there. Okay, so yeah, it's actually a pretty useful strategy. This key gave me a bit of trouble when I first started. When I first did it, it took me a while. It actually got so bad, I had to kind of reset some of the chapter because it got stuck. And of course, as soon as you go into that pipe, you autosave. So I don't remember, I'd mess it up, had to restart, had to go back out, had to swim it back out. Like, it hasn't autosaved yet. I'm just getting this ammo because I noticed it. But it hasn't autosaved yet. But the first time I did it, I just ran forward like, ooh, where's the key? Yeah, see, checkpoint. Now if I have to checkpoint and restart, it's not even a problem. Like, I don't even need to fast forward that one.
Oh shit.
This is literally like a straightforward. These guys are little bastard children of the I don't remember its name. The Las Plaga monster in the lake in Resident Evil 4. Basically, you shoot the bodies. I don't believe I did that on my first playthrough, so this part was actually way more tougher than it was here. But you shoot the bodies, it'll distract them long enough for you to swim to your next objective. This part sucks. You can't defend yourself in any way possible, and they will one-hit kill you if they get to you. So these are the Shigyo. S-H-I-G-Y-O. Shigyo. Don't know how to pronounce it right. So they are an aquatic monster, obviously, born from subjects, drowned during testing. Every monster, every enemy is a subject in the STEM research thing. Their consciousness became lost in Ruvik's mental world after they drowned, and dwells in the murky depths and attempts to pull anyone under.
Don't want to go back in the water anytime soon.
It dwells in the murky depths and attempts to pull under anyone who draws near. The word Shigyo can be written in kanji as bullet something, which literally means dead fish. Funny how that is, since people died and they kind of became fish monsters. Ooh, this area. This area it actually introduces a whole new enemy. Not like the whole, oh, I got a tank on my back and armor face. This is actually new enemy. There's also a magnum around here if you need it. right by this, right here. It's a little case, in case you missed it earlier. If you didn't, free Magnum bullets. Hot dang. I don't know the damage rating of the Magnum, but it's obviously strong. Because it's a Magnum, and this is a Resident Evil styled game. We fight the Shadow Ruvik. I think it's called the fake Ruvik. Oh my gosh. I actually did not get the name of this guy. It's called the Doppelganger. A couple of quick grenades. It'll summon other guys, and
Some kind of fake.
you just do that and boom. Since the Doppelganger first appeared in his ancestral home, as well as the similarities between these claws and the claws of the reborn Lara, it's also that the Doppelganger is a corrupted manifestation of Ruvik's childhood self. While powerful, the Doppelganger is still weak in comparison to the actual Ruvik, hinting that it represents the beginning of his descent into madness. He is a clone of Ruvik, looks similar, but not.
You gotta be kidding. This place is filthy. Is this his doing?
Detective,
Are you all right?
you do realize there would be no one to replace me.
Just gonna get the collectibles for you guys. So yeah, the safe room kind of goes all trashy. Like it has a couple transformations. Speed up all this bit because you all know the deal. Just gonna show you what actually happens, just so you guys don't have a mystery of it. Yeah, it changes into an old style home after you get to Ruvik's place, and then it turns into a trash heap after you get here. The Doppelganger has a Beacon Mental Hospital logo on his left side of his clothes. Can I see that in the picture here? Maybe. No, but you can't, because you can't either. And the art book reveals that his initial name is supposed to be Mr. Unknown, which sounds awesome, and reminds me a lot of Mr. Scratch from the Alan Wake games. So here I'm just taking a bunch of my goo and just, since a lot of the upgrades are like under 5,000, I can pump a ton of them into my rifle, which gets some use in the next couple levels. And it's super cheap to fully upgrade my bow, and that's really useful for pretty much every occasion ever in this game. May as well. And upgrade the accuracy a little bit for my Magnum. And a couple more things for my Snipper Rifle.